Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is chapter 44, lesson 6, and we are on line 407. Follow along as I read aloud. Postremo, ut iam agendae rei tempus visum est, cinctus agmine armatorum informe rupit, inde, omnibus percussis pavore, in regia sede procuria sedens patres, in curiam per praeconum ad regem Tarquinium cogius sit. Convenera extemplo ale iam ante ad hoc praeparati, ale metu coacti et iam de servio actum rati. Ibi Tarquinius servio maledicere orsus, servum servaque natum post mortem indignam parente sui, non interregno ut antea inito, non comitiis habitis, non per suffragium populi, non auctoribus patribus, muliebri dono regnum occupavisse. So let's go ahead and read through that in Latin, and let's translate. Finally, as now the time of doing the deed seemed, so now as it seemed that the time it was the time of doing the deed, and here we have agendae rei, which is our gerundive construction of the deed needing to be done, right? Surrounded cinctus by a troop, an agmene, a line or troop of armed men, he burst into the forum, erupit in forum. Thence omnibus perculsis pavore, with everyone driven away by fear, in the king's seat, regia being from regius, meaning kingly or princely or regal, in the regal seat in front of the curia, or sitting in front of the curia, he usit cogi, he ordered that these guys be forced, that the senators be forced into the curia by a herald. He ordered them to King Tarquinius. So he announced to them that you need to come meet and go to King Tarquinius rather than Servius. Convenera extempla, immediately they came together. Convenera, you know by now that is another form for convenerunt. They immediately came together. Some now prepared beforehand for this. Others forced by fear. And now, rati, having thought that the actum of Servius was over. Basically, that now having thought that it was over concerning Servius. So Servius's reign was done. Ibi Tarquinius, there Tarquinius began to speak evil things about Servius. And here's what he said. He said that he was a slave, that a slave born from a slave girl, and then indirect speech, right? So we have occupavisse as our main verb, occupied the kingdom by the gift of a woman after the death of the indignant death or the unworthy death of his own dad, his own parent, and that he occupied the throne not with an interregnum gone through as before. They always before had a time between the kings. Not he got occupied the throne with the with assemblies not having been held, and also not by the suffrage of the people, not by the voting of the people, and not with the senators as guarantors as they always had been before, but rather, as I said before, by the gift of a woman he held the kingdom. Okay, so you can see here that suffragii means the opinion of the people, okay, declared in assemblies, comitiis, and we have that same word that comes right off over into English, suffrage. If you remember, the women's suffrage movement was a movement to get voting rights for women in America. Okay, so go ahead and read through, translate the rest of that, try reading again in Latin, and then I'll see you in the exercises.